Hello, dear students. Writing skills. Tonight we are going to study writing skills. I know many students are eager to study writing skills. Here, the lesson 1 of the writing skills. Let us get started. Okay. The first lesson that we are going to study tonight is the capitalization. What is the capitalization, and what are the rules of the capitalization? Okay, as you were in this intensive course, you've studied many paragraphs, many essays, many passages. If you take a look back, there are passages you can extract many things or many rules about the writing skills. Even when you had been studying in, your primary school or high school, or just your private lessons, especially when you have been studying beginner level or elementary level, you've studied small letters and capital letters, right? Small letters and capital letters. Just, we say that capitalization, it's not just marks, it's not just quotations, it's not just talking about the apostrophes or full stops, it's just different. So, here, let us study the rules of the capitalization. Let us study the rules. First of all, let us study of the rules. Rules. These are rules. General capitalization rules. General capitalization rules. Let me read here these rules. Okay. The first rule, it says, let me just read the subtitle. This table summarizes general capitalization rules. Rules relating to specific categories of proper nouns are addressed in the next section. The first rule. Here, take a look. Let me just zoom in. Okay. This rules. This is a rule. Okay. It say capitalize the first word of sentence. We capitalize the first word of sentence. You capitalize first word of sentence. If the first word is a number, write it as a number. This is a rule. This is a rule. Example. The rule of the example. The example of the rule is just like this. We capitalize the first word of the sentence. The first word is not this word, this, but you capitalize the letter. You capitalize the letter. This is the first word of the sentence. It just repeats the sentence. You see carefully, but see it carefully how we did. We just capitalized T, right? We just capitalize T. Or you capitalize if it's a number. If it's a number, write it as a word. Write it as a word. 3. Just 3. You capitalize T. 3 of us were the early shift. The second rule. Capitalize the pronoun. Pronoun. How many pronouns are there? There are 7 pronouns, right? 7 pronouns. I, we, you, they, he, she. 7 pronouns. Or contractionists. Contraction, there is a contraction, right? What are the contractions? Just like your, his, okay, his, she's, contractions. And the abbreviation is, every single abbreviation you see, you capitalize it. A, B, C, or A, D. This is a rule. Okay, let us see the example. The group left when I, this is a pronoun, okay? When I asked, This is a verb we do not capitalize. I asked them to go. The manuscript was added. Okay, this is AD 501 AD. It's just AD is it's being capitalized. Okay, capitalize the first word of a quotation. Every single quotation we capitalize. Do not capitalize the first word of partial quotation. Let us see the example. Look, focus on it. Every single quotation we capitalize. The first word of the quotation is the first word of the quotation. Capitalize it. We capitalize the first word of every single quotation. Do not capitalize the first word of partial quotation. Partial quotation, we do not capitalize this. Okay, take a look. I said, what's, this is the quotation. Okay, what's the name of your dog? What's the name of your dog? He said, do not capitalize. Do not capitalize the first word of the quotation. Do not capitalize this. We do not capitalize the first word of the quotation. The first word of the quotation. What we capitalize is just capitalize the first word of quotation. Do not capitalize the first word of partial. This is a partial. The partial. He called me. The worst excuse for a student he had ever seen. Just take a look. I said this is not partial. I said it's not partial, but this is a partial. I said, what's the name of your dog? He called me. Okay, it's clear. Let us come to the lesson. That was the rule. Capitalization, that was the rule. Let me read this lesson, then we will understand every single. This is the wrong. This is the proclaim. This is the proclaim. This is the proclaim. It's the wrong. Okay? This is the wrong. All this text that you see right now is a wrong. The solution, what's right is this. What's right is that we mark every single word. We mark every single word. Capitalization, we got here. Solution, proclaims. Let me read this. Okay, let me zoom in. Okay, take a look. Proclaim. These all are proclaims. These are incorrect. This is incorrect passage. When I first saw the Black Healers on Journey on January 2, 1995, I was shocked by their beauty. We had just spent New Year's Day in Song's Falls, South Dakota, and had headed west toward our home in Denver, Colorado. As we traveled along Interstate 90, I could see the Black Hills rising slightly in the distance. After driving through the Badlands and stopping at World Dragon Wall, South Dakota, the evergreen covered hills broke the barren monotony of the landscape. My oldest daughter said, "Dad, look, there is something that's not all white." We saw Mount Rushmore and Castor State Park, the home of the largest herd of buffalo in North America. We also drove the treacherous Spearfish Canyon Road. Fortunately, our chief Crocky had no trouble with the ice and snow on the windy road. We were unable to see Needles National Park because the Needles Highway was not shut. Winter may not be the best time to see these sites, but we enjoyed them nonetheless. This is wrong. I think this is absolutely wrong. The right one is this. The solution is this. Let me mark it. Here we said, when I first saw, when is the capital, okay? Here we got it in capital. It was not capitalized here. When it was not capitalized. This is right. I say, when I first saw the Black Hills on Journey is the name, okay? Every single name I capitalize every single name you see, just like cities and dates, weeks, just like Saturdays, capitalize it. Okay, black, this is a black, we capitalize, this is capitalized black, this is black, it's an adjective, it's a name, black. Okay, hills, on journey to January to 1995. I was shocked. This is a rule because we have capitalized every single pronoun. I was shocked. We don't have this was, auxiliary verb is shocked. It's the verb by. We don't have it. We did not get in the rule. Their beauty. Still, we don't have it. We had just we is a pronoun. We is a pronoun. Capitalized we. We is a pronoun. We have just spent New Year's Day. New, capitalize it. And years is just capitalize it. Okay. Day, capitalize it. Okay. This is a rule of one. If you see a day, days, week, years, you capitalize it. And the name is just like this name. Seahawks. Okay. False. This is a name, we capitalize it. It's a name, we capitalize it. South, okay? South Dakota. It's a name. We had just spent New Year's Day in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and had headed westward. It's our home in Denver, Colorado. We capitalize as because the apostrophe, you see, apostrophe. This is a full stop. I said this is a full stop. If we get a full stop, this is a new sentence, okay? We have gotten as rule, if you see a new sentence, you capitalize the first word. This is a new sentence, capitalize this one, okay? This is a new sentence. Why didn't we capitalize this? Because we got a new sentence here. It doesn't possibly that you capitalize this and this. No, do not capitalize the pronouns when you get the first sentence as a capitalized one. Okay, as a capitalized one. As we traveled along Interstate 90, I could see the Black Hills. I could see the Black Hills rising slightly. No, we do not have the rules. Still, we do not capitalize it. In the distance, after I capitalize after, because this is a new sentence. Okay, this is a new sentence. How do I understand that this is a new sentence? Because we got a full stop here. Got a full stop. Okay. After writing through the Badlands, this is a noun. Badlands and stopping at Wall Drag is a noun. Wall Drag, this is a noun. In Wall, this is a noun. Wall, South, Dakota. This is a name. We said that if it's a name, capitalize it. The evergreen covered hills broke the barren monotony of the landscape. A full stop. Because this is a new sentence. We got a apostrophe. We got a full stop here. It's a full stop. My oldest daughter said, Dad, look. you capitalize this because this is a quotation. This is a quotation, okay? We just capitalize the first sentence of the quotation, not the partial.